Now, you tell me if this sounds vengeful or just venting. I really want to know because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But I really do want to address really questionable adult behavior. I'm going to reframe some of it as tone deafness and a diplomatic perspective of someone who had a complete lack of training in the classroom of team building skills. You tell me if I get this politically correct, okay? Okay, here's what happened. First, how many online courses have you taken, or Zoom meetings, or Google Meets, or team sessions? And in those times, how often were you put in a breakout room? Or the host simply opened up the conversation to anyone who wants to share? Actually, let's stick to the breakout room because in those situations, there's usually no leader per se. So it's up to each participant to monitor their participation, or that's what's supposed to happen, right? So the question is, when you're in the breakout room, how aware is everyone else of everyone else? How aware is everyone of you, of your opinions, or the right to talk? How long does each person speak, and how are they responding to the person or people who spoke before? Or are they just talking? I bring this up for two reasons. The first is because I'm still processing a group I just left, and I find I still need to dissect every side of it. But the second is that I'm going to bring this all around to education and how we could actually curb dubious adult behavior with specific techniques that we can practice in the classroom. Think I can do it? I think I can, so just let me know. So just briefly, I just left a mastermind group in which we were supposed to be devoting 1 hour a month. 1 hour a month, people, not so much, in which we support each other in our businesses and digital challenges. After 8 months, the sessions that really worked were because only 2 of us were connected, and the other were really painful because one of the women virtually hijacked every session with her own needs. And the others were just listening. Supposedly, who knows really, because their cameras were off and we had to call them several times to check in. And then they only spoke when they had questions of their own to ask. As a responsible adult, I finally sent a message asking for a few norms. Three norms. Asking that everyone's camera be turned on because it's respectful. I mean, you need to be seen and to see. Number 2, that we were prepared with comments on everyone else's work, whether it was a podcast, whether it was a newsletter, whatever they were doing. I mean, that's what a mastermind group is. Be supportive and ready for feedback on specific points of each person's work. Again, respectful. 3, that each person ask first if what they need help on is what everyone else needs help on. And if not, wait till the end so that everyone can connect and only the 2 or 3 people who have that problem can solve it. So what happened? I sent the email to the members, and the one who abused the system the most said, no, she was really happy with the dynamic and didn't see any need to change. And that the rest were too busy to connect their cameras, so don't even expect that. Now, what would you have done? So many things you're thinking, right? And 6 months ago, I would have dug in and tried to make myself heard and convince them that they were not being necessarily community-minded. Is that what you would have done? In the end, my choice was to politely but quickly leave the group. Now, how am I going to bring this back to education? Oh my goodness, you are going to love this because it led me right back to my passion, phenomenon-based learning. And what's at the base of phenomenon-based learning? Group work. And how do groups work together effectively? Team building, community-mindedness. Well, it's not intuitive. We need to learn those skills as obvious in these breakout rooms that I was working in and the mastermind group. We need to intentionally insert these tools into as many activities as we can. If we use strategies so that our students become active listeners, know how to be compassionate negotiators, automatically welcome other people's input and suggestions, we are literally showing our students how to be more interactive human beings inside the classroom and outside the classroom. And not only that, into their adulthood. Now that's something I think we can all stand behind, right? As a side note, what happened with the group I was in? Well, I haven't heard from any of them, which is no surprise. But now I'm in a group where these women are really respectful and generous and supportive, who obviously did learn community-mindedness techniques at some point in their lives. And I have a whole course on this. So click on the link below and you can begin integrating team building techniques in your lessons and find a lot of other activities as well, whether you're beginning a phenomenon-based learning project or not. But I can't wait to work on this with you, so click, 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 and you're going to find so much information that's going to be helpful to you. See you soon.